Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and today we're doing a celestial creature. The example is celestial line, and I happen to have a ton of line people here, or people, not many people, but toys here from just Dollar Trees and stuff like that, and boxes of different animals. So what I want to do is I want to find one that's going to kind of fit on my base. That one might fit. That one fits. Size large. That one fits a little bit, kind of. I like him. And that one's really clunky and dumb, so we're going to save him for another day for something else. So let's look at these three. Alright, this one's got a pretty good face. This one's got a good face, but he's got a seam I don't really like. But we can get rid of that seam. And then that one, I don't know if I like that one. Alright, let's look at these two. They're both pretty good. Alright, we'll take this one. So what we're going to have to do... There's no reference art for a celestial animal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this guy. It's a wire brush, just to try to make sure the paint's going to stick to him well. Anytime you're doing a softer plastic or a really shiny hard plastic, it's better safe than sorry on this, okay? Then I'm going to get an emery board if I have one. Well, I know I have one. The question is, can I find one? I apparently cannot find one. Oh, here we go. And I'm going to do something about that seam on his back, and I'm just going to try to sand it off the best I can. Okay, looks decent. All right, let's get him on this base. To do that, first we're gonna get some dabs of glue. Let him sit for a moment. He might stick like this, or he might not. We might need to get some baking soda. Oh, it looks like he's going to stick. Yeah, he's on there pretty good, I'd say. All right. Going to hit him with a clear coat, or black real quick. If I can find one that's open. This has been shook up 100 times, but it's got a weird clump in it that won't come loose. Every once in a while I'll get one from Walmart that just doesn't behave. Alright, we got him base coated. We'll hit him with the +2 hot air gun burning real quick. Now he's probably not all the way dry, but we're on a time crunch here, so let's start with his base. Now I usually go through basing with you guys, but since I didn't feel like this is going to be a two-parter, to shave off some of the additional time from the video, what I did was I prepped the base. I just tossed a couple rocks on it. And then we'll come back and we'll do some can't think of the word, flock at the end. So there was no reference art for a celestial creature, but I think I have an idea of what a celestial creature is supposed to look like. If you look at like artwork of Zodiac and stuff, they're always like this like nebula looking kind of deal. I have no idea how to paint that, so we're going to learn that one together today. And then they have stars. So if you got any brown on him, you might want to try to wipe some of that off, or at least get it real thin. All right. Now we know that dirt is not all one color brown. I talk about this all the time, and people have made fun of it, and that's okay too. I'm just gonna get this melted chocolate in that same brush. I'm gonna hit some spots. Change the color of that dirt up. Might make no difference at all. It's just something I like. Alright, we're going to get that +2 hot air gun burning out again. Alright. That's a little sticky. We'll fix that real quick. It's a little sticky and you don't like dealing with it. Just get your masking tape. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so his body, like I said, it's like a dark blue. So I've got some dark blues here. What I think I want to do is get a little paper cup. Where are those at? I can't find any. I have some. Just for the purpose of what I'm trying to do here. And I set them somewhere. There we go. So I'm going to mix some of this dark blue with some of this dark purple together. We're going to paint the line with it. And if you don't get every crack and every crevice, I think that's going to be okay, because that black under there will kind of make up for the spots we miss, right? Now this is a little more purple than I wanted. I want it to be a little more blue. So when we come back and do the next coat, we're going to have to make an effort to have a lot of blue in it. Set that off to this. Wait, we don't want to sit outside. We want to get out the +2 hot air gun burning. So let's get a that'll do it. Let's get that same blue that we just used. And let's kind of hit him and do a half-ass paint job. I say half butt, it sounds funny to me, sorry. Trying to make it as child-friendly as possible, but man, I'm a potty mouth. Alright, so from this point down, oh, this isn't the same blue I used. Okay. Anyways, from this point down, to get that nebula effect, I am not sure the best way to do that. I know how to get the stars on there, I think. I got kind of an idea for that. But for the nebula, I don't know what to do. So let's get that blue. Or a lighter blue, I should say. And some of that blue. We'll start hitting him. Especially around like his face and stuff. And go a little lighter. Okay. Now let's get something like a lighter purple. Let's mix a little bit of that in. And then what I'm trying to do is just do this center part here on his torso with that. Might need to lighten that up a dab to get what I want. Again, I'm just playing around here trying to find that nebula effect where it kind of goes to like that real light purple, but I don't want to go too far too drastically and make a mistake. All right. This is where mistakes happen right here. All right, let's hope it does what I want it to at this point. So we're going to get a small brush to do his eyes. Then we want kind of a okay brush, but not a great brush. And we're going to need a little bit of tape for this part. Okay. So we're going to get a little bit of white and a little bit of water. We're just going to touch tiny dots, different sizes and intensities on him. Okay. All right, something like that. And he looks like he's got some polka dots. That's not the look I was looking for. All right, so let's get a smaller brush in white and a yellow. Let's hit him with the gun. what we want to do is we can get that water and that white, that yellow. I'm going to make that real thin too. And then we want to kind of touch the dots. And they don't have to be exactly centered on where we touched before, just kind of touch them again. Okay. Some of those I had to kind of go back over and hit again because the yellow didn't really show at all. Okay. Now, we need some kind of like we should have done this first. So let's get some water, some purple. You want this to be really, really thin. Let's try to drag some of that down in between so that that purple just kind of dries real faintly in the cracks. And you don't want to go in like a perfect ring around him. What you want to do is kind of like go jaggedy so it doesn't line up. Okay. And we want to lighten that up with a little bit of kind of do another one. Real light. Kind of trying to capture those little weird nebula vibe. I don't really know much about nebulas or how they work, so I'm just kind of doing my best here. I'm going to touch that other one that's a little darker. There's a little bit of that too in the middle of it and try to give it a different kind of. Okay, now I think I like what's going on here with this, so let me get a little bit of this. I'm going to do one more around the back side here. And again, I don't know anything about nebulas, and I didn't stop to think to look at a picture before we did this, so I'm just kind of freestyling it. Okay, so now we want to get that white. And not that white, but some white. And a metallic. So the lightest metallic I have is shining silver. There we go, something like that. So get your smallest brush you can get. I'm going to use this fractional brush that I use all the time. Well, I have several of them, but this is the one I use on these kind of projects. You just want to get a little glob of that metallic white and then hit the center of your star clusters. Just kind of drag it around a little bit over top of that. So center it the best you can as a dot and just drag it around a little bit, making some little lines if you can do that. You don't need to make them like an actual star. You can just make some little lines, dragging out wherever you want. Now for the final trick, I have a paint you probably do not have. I have a paint that has sparkles in it. I bought it to do effects on magical weapons. Oh, I made a big clump there, a big old mess. That's all right, we're going to leave it. And if you have any little spots where you feel like it could use a little bit of dottage, just add some more dots. I'm going to fill this boy up. All right. I'll clean that brush. Let's hit him with some hot air. While we make sure he's good and dry, let's get some of that pavement and start his rocks. Let's get his rocks done. Get a lighter gray. Okay, that'll do. That'll do what we want it to. So let me find this magical paint that I was bragging about. Here it is. It's called Folk Art Enamels Glitter Gold Superior Coverage Gloss Finish Acrylic Paint Dishwasher Safe. Paint, not plaint. Let's get a piece of plastic or something to work with. Here's an old thingy bob. That's probably a lot more than we needed. Okay. Now if we look there real close, you can see the glitter. Okay. If we dry him off, we can actually reapply this and get a much better sparkle of glitter. But I think the secret's going to be to let him dry. And then clear coat him and then come back and do some more glitter on him. So that glitter paint, I think, is from Walmart or somewhere. I could be wrong. We need to figure out what we're going to do about his flock too. Alright, so for his flock, we need... Where did I put the clear glue? We need some clear glue. Cheapy brush. Now, because he's still a little damp on the top part, what we're going to do, I'm just going to carefully drop some on the base and push it down a little bit. Tap that out of there. Do the same thing over here. I'm not going to blow on it till later. Alright. So again, I'm going to put another coat of that sparkle on him after I clear coat him. And that was my Celestial Lion. I don't know how Celestial Lion's supposed to look again. That was just an idea I had. Maybe you could show me how to do that paint job when you make yours. Post it on Discord and let me see. If you like what we're doing here, hit like, subscribe, notification bell, and all the other merriment that goes along with the call to action or whatever. Sorry, I think that sounds funny, call to action. Look, man. Never mind. I'm not even going to get started. Alright, so anyways, hey, check the links in the description. That'll take you to our Discord and to our website. There's some discount codes to get a free miniature. That includes shipping, all sent to you for nothing. And 25% off your first month box. There's a discount code for that too. We'd love to see what you guys make. Come on Discord, join, talk to us, BS with us, paint with us, hang out with us, show us the things you're making. This is the Celestial Line. I'd like to thank you guys for watching so very much, and we'll see you next time on Dungeons and New Biscuit.